Hello boxing fans. This was one of those special occasions when two of the greatest boxers in history faced each other. Although they were probably no longer in their prime, this fight is a representative example of his greatness. Tony Canzoneri managed to hold 3 titles in 3 divisions at a time when there were fewer weight classes than in the current era. Jimmy McLarnin, with only 69 professional fights, relatively few for the time, won 13 Hall of Famers. McLarnin had lost in the previous fight the world welterweight title to Barney Ross in a rematch. Despite the fact that the fight could lose interest because the title is not on the line, that was a legacy fight. May 8, 1936, Madison Square Garden. Both fighters came out ready to get off to a quick start. Cazoneri tried to surprise his rival. Tony usually kept a low guard, possessing what could be called dynamic defense. His defense was based on his hip game and the spring effect, as well as his excellent reflexes. The distance between his feet was usually wide in order to have greater balance to dodge. Additionally, he had a great left hook and a heavy right hand. Jimmy was the perfect demonstration that timing beats speed and precision beats power. Jimmy managed to put his opponent in danger with his selective pressure style like the best Canadian boxers. Tony seemed dazed by the storm of blows he had received. McLarnin had picked up the pace of the fight and measured his opponent quickly. Finally, Cazoneri managed to survive the round after receiving a severe beating. Tony came out confident despite the previous round. Jimmy was trying to make his fight, putting pressure on his rival. Tony preferred the middle distance. He managed to hit Jimmy with a quick jab followed by a powerful right hand that almost made him touch his knee to the ground. You can see how tough McLarnin was, who instantly got up and continued dodging. Thus, in this round the tables were turned. Tony came out of the line of fire of his rival, dodging blows with his bare face. It seemed unbelievable that a person with such a guard would have such good defense. Now the jabs punished McLarnin. Cazoneri, like a good chess player, anticipated his rival's movements. So he added a small variation to his left-right combination, hitting towards the hand that the opponent would throw. McLarnin feinted with his left hand and then threw a hard right. The 5th round was even. Jimmy landed some good shots. Focusing on landing left hands, Jimmy overextended himself, receiving harsh punishment from his opponent, who knew how to box backwards. However, now it was Tony who overextended himself, receiving a hard right hand. This time both had received punishment, since these great boxers did not allow mistakes. When he threw a punch, Tony ducked, employing anticipatory defense. McLarnin began to use feints, perhaps to steady his rival, who did not overreact. Tony seemed to be overconfident, which caused him to receive a left hand from McLarnin. Now it was Cazoneri who applied the pressure, landing a powerful right hand that unbalanced Jimmy to the ropes. Tony continued to press successfully, showing his great versatility depending on the moment of the fight. Jimmy was showing a big heart. In the last round, both boxers fought bravely, both connecting good hands. Tony Canzoneri won via unanimous decision. McLarnin would win the rematch via unanimous decision 5 months later in a convincing performance. The great boxing cartoonist, Ted Carroll, said that this was the best fight he ever saw. Subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.